Hi, my name is Amaka Agati, and welcome to Sweet Treats and a Beat. Oh, hi, welcome to Sweet Treats and a Beat with Amaka Agati. So first off, anytime I do skincare, I always want to make sure my skin is moisturized. So I wasn't into makeup like that. I didn't really have any opinions or really feelings about makeup. I was just like, okay, cool. Like, there are girls my age when I was in junior high and high school wearing makeup, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's great for them. On occasion, I would wear makeup. It would pretty much be like weddings, graduations, but even then, it wasn't like a full face of makeup. And so whenever I would have my makeup on, I'm like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I look cute. I like, how I look after, but then anytime I took my makeup off, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so relieved. So as I get older, I just realized like I really do enjoy makeup. And I'm sure you're looking at me like, girl, no one does triangles. Like, we haven't done this in 2016. Well, the inspo for my makeup is 2016 makeup. And yeah, 2016. I was in college. My makeup was very minimal. At most, I would just pretty much make sure my eyebrows were done. I would just like fill them in. Because I did have really thin eyebrows, and my eyebrows were always like the one thing I wanted to make sure were done. Really dark color eyebrow, and the rest of my face, I didn't put any makeup on because I didn't know how to put on makeup. And then in addition to doing my eyebrows, I would always put on lashes. Like, I would go to the beauty supply and find me some lashes that blended well with my natural eyes and go from there. So 2016 makeup is pretty much the full glam look. And even though I didn't know how to do that at that time, now that I'm learning how to do makeup, I'm going to try it on myself. So I'm incorporating a little bit of how I used to do makeup and also how I've learned how to do makeup. So I first put on my foundation, as you all saw. Then I put triangles underneath my eyes, did my eyebrows, lined them out, and I'm just contouring my face. I'm going to contour my chin. I think I remember doing that a little bit. Definitely want to stay true to myself because in 2016, I was a Fenty girl for real. Like, I had Trophy Wife. I had any new like bright gold makeup she came out with. I tried it. Like, even if you saw me with like natural, like no makeup on my face, I had on Trophy Wife. Don't know why, but I did. So now I'm going to blend in my concealer underneath my eye. And how I came up with the name Sweet Treats, it really is just like a story in itself. I used to be called Amma Cakes. My name is Amaka. Growing up, I did have a little bit of a large derriere. But it was just like a cute little nickname that I was given. I was like, okay, well, this is cute. I like Amma Cakes. But I remember I would go by it and someone was like, do you make cakes? And I was like, no, I don't. So I was like, ugh, won't do Amma Cakes. But I still like it. Still love to be called Amma Cakes. And then I was like, Sweet Treats. Because, anytime you share something, you're talking, it's always a sweet treat. Because sometimes, we really don't have those types of conversations we used to anymore. Because people are just on the go, doing a lot. There's so much going on in this world. So it's like, let me call it a sweet treat. Because anytime I'm on here talking, it's a sweet treat. Okay, so pretty much my makeup is all blended in. I did my concealer around my eyebrows, and then I'm bringing it down towards my eyelids. I will not be putting any eyeshadow on because I'm staying true to myself. I did not do eyeshadow in 2016. Was not an eyeshadow girly. because I was just at most just making sure I put on a little bit of makeup whenever I did go out. So I know you're like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of concealer. Yes, it is. But the thing I'm going to do is apply some more makeup and really just work on blending in my makeup, because I really did wear a lot of concealer under my eyes, even though I didn't know how to do my makeup. But hey, 2016 was a good time. It was fun. Okay, so the beat is pretty much me beating my face, like makeup, me making sure I look decent, but also just kind of like, okay, well, what is the makeup for the day for me? Because most of the time I'll probably be getting ready to go to work, or I'm probably going to do something fun, like going to an event. So I'm pretty much just probably like, okay, just doing a cute little 1-2 makeup look and just sharing it all with you. And yeah, but today's inspiration is 2016. So I'm like, you know, I'm actually gonna try. Let's see what I could have did if I sat down in front of YouTube and tried. Not too bad. That's one thing. Anytime I do my makeup, I'm always like, oh my gosh, is it gonna look good? But the most important thing that I did that really changed my makeup look is finding shades that work for my skin tone, working with my undertone, and working with what I've been given. So yes, my face is a little bit snatched, but it's not like, you know, snatched, which is fine. So I just work with the features that I have. I love contouring around my cheekbone area because it does give me a little bit more of a snatched look, but it also really highlights whatever blush or whatever highlight I put on my face. So I do like that. And I think that's the one thing about makeup. It's always just kind of like finding what works for your face, what works well for you. It's really falling in love with your skin all over again. Because each time I put on makeup, I'm like, ooh, like, I like this about my face. Or like, oh, okay, well, I can do that. That works well for me. So, yeah. So my makeup is all blended in. And now I'm going to try Saya's Dew Blush. I'm getting on the liquid blush train. I'm excited for it because I do have a little bit more oily skin. And anytime you have pigmented and oily skin, it's really good to try a liquid blush because it'll stick to your face literally. So I'm excited. And in 2016, I did apply blush around my cheekbone area. So I wasn't a makeup girl, but I was a little bit aware of the makeup girls. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend in the pink blush. Okay, I do like it on my skin, but I will add a little bit more. It could be a little bit more pigmented, but we'll see. I'll definitely apply more. Oh my gosh, it feels like I'm putting lipstick on my cheeks. Pink. I'm falling in love with pink, so I'm happy. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to blend my face with a beauty blender. Like, yeah, 2016 I for sure was using a beauty blender. And that's probably why my concealer looked a little bit more uniform and cohesive. The beauty blender. Beauty blender, beauty blender. And what's so funny is I probably had this same eyeliner, same tube and everything in 2016. Oh my god. I did like a cute little cat eye back in the day. Well, back in my day. And then I would always put like eyelashes on top of my eyeliner. So it looked cute. Oh, I miss that, but I don't, because putting on lashes it wasn't hard. It was just very tedious, because when they started coming off and you didn't have glue, you knew you had to take those things off. To use the other side of my brush and just blend it in. I like that a little bit better. So that's the one thing I like about makeup. You can kind of try different techniques in brushes and see what works for you. And so I think using the smaller side instead of this side is better for the pink liquid blush, and it shows up a little bit better on my face. So I will keep doing that. I'm telling you, this is why I'm doing Sweet Treats and a Beat, because I'm sharing things as I learn with you all. Because I mean, there's people that are teaching you how to do makeup on the internet, which is great. But for the people that are like, ooh, I really don't know, I'm a little bit resistant, a little bit hesitant, like, I promise you, I am your girl. I'm the person you want to watch, because I was the same way. Like, I saw a lot of things happening, was kind of interested because there are certain things that I did like. But then I was like, no, I really don't be wearing makeup like that. Like, at most, I was just in the space where I was like, no, I'm fine. Like, I like my skin how it is. I still like my skin how it is, and skin prep and skincare is super important to me. But now I like putting on makeup. Okay, now here we are with the Say Sun Glow. This is my illuminator, which is like the trophy wife that I used to wear in 2016. And with this one, I'm just gonna pump it near my, like, the highest part of my cheekbone, kind of where I would blend out the concealer. So I applied that to my face, and now I'm using the same like makeup brush that I use for my concealer to blend in my highlight. And the one thing I do like about this highlight is it's really dewy, but also it makes my skin, like the makeup that I put on my skin, it makes it all come together, but also just really highlights the makeup itself. So you can really see the pink, you can see the browns, you can see where the light hits my face. Like, I just love it all. And one thing I realized is I did not blend in my contour. That's how you know I definitely have grown in how I do my makeup, because I don't contour my chin anymore. Cause I just forget sometimes, and also I'm just like, hey, whatever you see down there is what you see down there. Okay, so my makeup is on. I'm gonna blend my makeup just a little bit, because I do see some parts of my face where I could tell my concealer is trying to pop out and say hello. So I'm blending my concealer in a little bit more. Okay, so, and then underneath my eyes, I do see some of the highlights, so I'm just making sure that's blended in really well. And next, I'm going to use, oh no, I was gonna use my Laura Mercier skin like shade powder, but in 2016 it was Bright Eyes. So I have the Huda Beauty Baby Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I want to say this is in Kunafa, which is like the lightest shade. And the reason why it's so small is because I wasn't sure how this would look on my skin. And that's the one thing about makeup. Like, you can buy, you know, the big size. You can buy whatever size you want and try things. But also sometimes it might be better and economically more efficient, and probably works well with your budget if you just buy smaller things and kind of know, like, okay, this is what I like. And then if you know you really use a product, then you can always buy a bigger product. So that's one tip that I definitely would love to share with you all. And when I'm putting on my powder, I'm gonna bake. And you may ask, okay, what's baking? Well, baking is when you put the powder on your eye, you just blot it on your face, and then you let it set for a few minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm baking, and then I'm going to use some powder on my chin area so I can just really bake my face, but also I want to highlight my face and show y'all. I was paying attention in 2016. Didn't do it, didn't know how to do it, but I was paying attention. Okay, so while my face is baking, I'm going to use my mascara to finish my eyes. And the one thing I will say about my makeup, or me doing this 2016 makeup look, a lot of the technique that I'm doing is really similar to what I currently do. Some of the products are a little bit different. Some of these, like I don't really use the concealer under and around my eyes, my eyebrows as much. I stopped really doing that. I just fill in my eyes, my eyebrows, and also I got my eyebrows microbladed so I don't have to worry too much about them. I just fill in where I need to fill them in. And then I don't contour my chin area. And then I don't use a triangle technique around my around my under eyes anymore. I don't really bake my makeup anymore. I definitely use like a skin tone powder, just so I have that little bit more of a natural look with my makeup, because I do like that. I think 2016 is more like glam type of makeup, like glam if you know you go out, if you know you are going to be on the red carpet, if you know that, you know, you have events where you need to be seen. So I definitely recommend, and that's what's so funny about doing makeup and reminiscing and remembering when and how you used to do your makeup. You, like, for me, I tried to keep it really simple, but looking back at if I did like a full face, I probably would have like looked at my face and been like, okay, like I'm fine, I'm ready to go. But now, after doing makeup, after doing lip liner, after doing lip gloss and adding color to my face and to my skin, I'm like, yeah, there's definitely something missing. Like, if this was my look in 2016, or if this is what I'm gonna keep doing in 2026, I definitely want to add some lip liner and lip gloss. And yeah, like I'm really happy. This is cute. Whether I'm sharing my journey through healthcare, sharing cool tips and things that I've seen on the internet, or different activities that I do, I'm always going to beat my face, look nice, and share skincare tips with you all. Thanks for watching.